We got the patch notes for the new Valhalla update that is dropping on May 24th. So I want to quickly go over that. Of course, like, subscribe for this JorRaptor video if you haven't already. The file sizes are, once again, really small on PlayStation. Overall, they're decent. Nothing too big. The big thing that will be added is the Armory. We see 4 slots right here, but it's also noted here. We can put 5 gear loadouts on display in our settlement and then freely swap to it from around the world. The Armory can be built after upgrading Ravenstorp to level 3, and it requires foreign cargo, which can be obtained in the river raids. So what you can already do is stack up on the foreign cargo before the update hits, and then you can immediately build the Armory. And that's of course something I've been doing during multiple streams. I've already prepared a bit, and the foreign cargo will likely come in handy for the new river raid weapons as well, but we'll touch on that in a moment. Other interesting things is that once built, it will function as your personal gallery for gear and weapons that has served you well in various raids, assassinations, and adventures throughout your playtime. And this is the first time that we actually see the loadout feature in action. It seems that while we first thought that you would actually have to go back to the Armory to actually change your gear, it seems like we can actually do that on the fly. So don't like the weapon that this current loadout has, immediately switch it. So basically it's the same compared to Odyssey, which is great news. While first I thought, oh, we have to go back to the settlement again, like we also have to for the Transmog system, and of course for the mounts and bird skin. Time to make the most out of your gear. Customize up to 5 different loadouts from the inventory screen. Create various combinations to match your favorite playstyle. Give them a label, change them on the go. Freedom of approach is the name of the game, and with the loadouts you can now switch from a savage raider to stealthy assassin with the press of a button. Upon building the Armory, you will given 2 additional loadout slots. Upgrade the Armory up to 4 times in order... Oh wow, so you only have 2 slots at the start, and then by likely spending more foreign supplies, we get more. So a lot of river raid farming will be necessary to unlock all the slots. But yeah, in Odyssey I was like 3 slots was more than enough. So yeah, but it will be a grind, I guess. It's kind of crazy, especially because there will not be any new maps added to the river raids. But we do see the new weapons here. Time to sound the horn and go Viking. Go a Viking. New rewards are making their way in the river raids, including weapons and new customization options for Eivor. And this is interesting. You see the image kind of right here. Joyce had a very interesting theory. She said, I think these, like, sort of the hairstyle and the beard were from the new Ostara festival shop, because they also really fit the weapons that we got from that festival. But for some reason they were like, no, we're gonna put them here. So apart from weapons, you have something else to chase in the river raids as well, which I think is a great theory. I think that happened here. But yeah, we also see, of course, the scythe, the add gear, and there should be a bow as well. And I think you can earn them from foreign supplies as well. So once again, will be a lot of river raid farming. We got some bug fixes for Dawn of Ragnarok. Mount skins were sometimes like not saved, should be fixed. Various pieces of the Allfather set missing after purchase from Kara. Some like mission things, not really that interesting. Players are able to block the giant raven's heavy attack using their shields. Okay. Yeah, some other like things that are just very, very specific. There was something else that was interesting. I already kind of looked at it, so that I know a bit what's gonna happen here. So yeah, this is all Dawn of Ragnarok stuff. I will leave a link to the patch notes so you can check them out for yourself. What I found interesting is the regular Assassin's Creed Valhalla stuff. Players will now receive a mastery point upon reaching power level 200. Okay, so normally you would get your mastery points after reaching the max level of Valhalla. But of course, they keep like adding new skills. They're certainly not adding new skills with this update, which I think is kind of sad. It would make the river raid grind more like fun if you could also level up, because maybe you're watching and you're also max level just like me. But no, what they're now doing is giving you a mastery point upon reaching power level 200. So I'm curious if this means that every time, so when you reach 200 and then every time you level up, you next to your skill points also get a mastery point, or do you only get a mastery point on level 200 so you can at least kind of use the system? And what happens for people that already are the max level? Do we get the mastery points that other players are now getting on 200? So it's kind of weird, but it is interesting that they're basically trying to open up this system. While otherwise, if you like started playing now, it will be like a while before you unlock it. We did talk about the fact though that the mastery points don't really matter, but you do get an ability, sort of ability damage does scale with all the 3 things, which is interesting. So you get like extra ability damage basically by upgrading your mastery points. So we have some other mastery challenge pack, custom stealth set is overwritten. The duel with Dak does not trigger after sleeping. Okay. Once again, there's always a Dak fix. You love to see it. Drinking game in Grand Bridge cannot be started. Unable to start. I saw a lot of people having issues with that still. Then you can of course not get the Thor armor set. Salad icon disappears after confirming kill. This one is interesting. The blessed armor set. So I think they mean the cursed version, right? Because I do think the blessed version is in Transmog, just not the version before that, because you of course put the runes on the armor set, and yeah, then the sort of visual changes. So. Or it was like the blessed. So one of the 2 versions. No, I think, yeah, the blessed was not there, while the cursed one was. So, yeah, they now added that. That's great. That's, of course, from Dawn of Ragnarok. And we have some other stuff. Like, I always lose my Berserker pack. It's always, like, kind of broken because, of course, a separate sort of deluxe edition item. But, yeah, that's it. So, like, next to this, we will very likely get the blessed armor set. Talking about blessed, I think the blessed warrior or something with that really cool sword. I will be using that during the weekly reset stream, where I will be touching on the update. So we will be making a big video on the main channel, of course, going and showcasing all these features in action, and then I will likely do a video a little later going more in depth on the new weapons from the river raids. But yeah, big takeaway, try and do some foreign supply stuff already. Like, it will be useful for this update, so you can already kind of prepare. And otherwise, I hope you still have some, because I think it's gonna be quite the grind to unlock all the weapons, cosmetics, and that armory building and upgrade it. So let me know what you think. Again, we'll be streaming on the day it goes live, May 24th, on the main channel. Have videos up. Subscribe for these more like sort of smaller, less intensive, face-to-face, in a way, videos for here on Assassin's Raptor, where I kind of just toy around with the Assassin's Creed content. So I hope you like that. Speak to you soon. Goodbye.